Hi, this is Osman. I'm an energy healer, yoga and meditation teacher, as well as an entrepreneur. Please be sure to visit my website, yogawellness786.com, for more resources, especially discussions on current trending subject matters from the perspective of the ancient sciences together with modern day scientific approaches combination, and very interesting subject matters that are discussed on an almost daily basis and updated very regularly, and also other resources that may be of help to you, as well as contact information to be able to contact me for any of the services that I offer. Also know that I'm offering, natural therapies in a holistic, balanced manner, incorporating modern scientific advancements together with, the ancient science. But these are all natural methods, a natural approach to, healing and wellness, and not a replacement for medical treatment. If you have a medical condition, be sure to visit a qualified and licensed medical professional in your locality. Okay, and I'd like to answer the question, can yoga and meditation help find your soulmate? Quick answer, resoundingly yes. Definitely yes. 100% yes. You find your twin flame, find your soulmate, find your ideal partner, improve your capacity to attract the ideal person into your life. So how does this happen? And what is the simple way, the simplest way of doing it without getting to anything very complicated? I have a free 5-minute yoga and meditation program that you can download by visiting my website, yogawellness786.com. You visit it, it's available in multiple pages as a free download, and you can practice it in the comfort of your bed, right? And it will start to balance, and you'll feel that state of balance, in your mind and your body. You'll feel more, slightly, calmer. You'll also feel more centered, slightly more centered, and slightly, more peaceful, more energized, so to speak, right? If you are feeling low energy, you'll feel a little bit more uplifted, right? In just 5 minutes, right? And use that as a starting point when your energies are getting balanced, because the yoga system is created to balance your subtle life force energies and your energy centers, creating balance or balancing or unblocking your chakras. It is your natural way of unblocking your chakras. This practice of yoga in just as little as 5 minutes per day is going to go a long way to self unblocking your chakras without having to go and seek the assistance of energy healers, who can only heal you during the time that you have for them. But when you have a tool that's with you, you can do it daily. Whenever you find a 5-minute gap anywhere, you can balance your own chakras. When your chakras, where your energy centers, subtle life force energies, and the balance of your body is enhanced, your thought, the way in which you think, becomes more balanced, and everyone has an aura of their energy. When I am in the presence of someone, I'm an energy healer, and they are very, imbalanced and going through a lot of psychological upheavals and problems, which is 99% of the people are not functioning on the alpha level. They're all functioning on the beta level. The beta level being like, the introductory model of an AI that is still going to have a lot of faults and, errors, because it's the first experimental level of the software. So everyone's functioning on that level, that they don't have full knowledge of how to make decisions and how to think, in being able to address all types of everyday stresses and problems. Because not everyone is born with a psychology degree, in the pocket. You have to go and learn these strategies, right? How to cope, coping mechanisms, and also, nourishment protocols and so forth. So they're very imbalanced, and I can sense that imbalance, from their aura. And I don't have to be physically present with them. I can just think of a person and I can sense their energy. And this is how they call this the ESP, extrasensory perception, where a mother suddenly, if a child is in trouble, or if you are in trouble, suddenly you get a phone call, from your mom, because your mother has got the closest connection to you. You having been born in her and having spent almost 9 months of your development, before you were born, in that close connection. So that connection does not completely go away. And if ever you're going to have a close connection with anyone, the closest would be your mother. And when you're in trouble, you can get a call and she will say, I just called to see if you're okay. I was just worried about you. And you would think, how did she know I'm going through these problems or the sudden stresses? And of course, this connection, extrasensory perception, is something you can learn, through the yoga sciences. And by practicing this simple exercise, it helps keep a better balance. And this has the effect of influencing. It's like your stamp, like your signature. It's like a perfume that you wear. So that beautiful perfume that you can adorn, and that amazing clothing, that you like, and that powerful jewelry that you are using to be, attract people. Exponentially more is a balanced energy system, which is an aura that cannot be seen by the physical eye, but can be felt by your presence. And even when people think of you, they connect to your energies. They don't know they're doing it, they don't know how they're doing it, but it does happen, right? And so this balancing of your energy levels, using the system of yoga and meditation, is going to, of course, not only attract the opposite sex, but all types of people are going to start liking you. More and more people will start to become more helpful to you or friendlier to you, and they will just seem that they like you, and they like your presence, and you can even get promotions, and you become, of course, that much more successful because you have an edge, in having more harmonious interactions with people. Harmonious interaction is going to be beneficial to closing a sale or getting people to buy a product or service that you have, isn't it? So it's going to bring about success. So also more and more people will start wanting to be with you, with the people, especially if you are in love with someone or attracted to someone. When you are more attractive yourself and carrying a more balanced aura, the likelihood of that person liking you is exponentially higher, not just slightly higher, exponentially higher. And just for you to be patient and, follow a strategic approach just by being yourself. All you need to be is be yourself. Don't have to learn any important strategies. And what will actually happen is people will start getting attracted to you without you having to hunt for people. People will, so to speak, hunt you, right? And you will have a wide choice of people to choose from. There are so many people of either the opposite or similar, or whichever is your inclination, right? I respect that is your choice, right? But you'll be exposed to more and more, a greater, exponentially greater choice, from having zero choice to suddenly having, because there's 8 billion people, right? So if your choice is either one of the sexes, you already got 4 billion. And if you are bisexual, means you either way is okay for you. You have 8 billion choices, right? And so exponentially more. From that, you only need a fraction of a percentage. You already got millions to choose from, right, that are approaching you. So can you find your soulmate, or someone? Who is a soulmate? Someone that appeals to you and resonates well with you, right? From all the people that's attracted, when you've got so much of choice, you will choose someone that resonates with you because you've got choice. When you don't have choice, you're forced to take whatever comes your way. By practicing and balancing your energy, is going to give you a plethora of choices, right, in relationships. And this is how you find your soulmate and your twin flame, because you can afford to be choosy, because you've got so much to choose from, right? At any given point. And don't abuse that function, be responsible as well. So I hope that answers your question. And be sure to visit my website, yogawellness786.com, and take care of yourself.